deep, deep, deep beneath the surface, far away from the sun. It never often yet dropped. The fight had become quite weary of endless cavern tunnels with glowing fungus, nothing else to see. But they finally reached the jungle of the blooming deep, the Zukrin-Thuul-Ji, underneath the burning severed runic tree in Ebon Reach, where the well of S'Reeth and the ruins of Doom-Blim loomed above the rose branch glowing fungi. Lilac flowers for stones and wine, sweet trees that tower. The stalagmites carved with shading rooms to function as signposts on the winding paths through jungles, wild vast. Upon them there were arrows pointing towards Darjeeling Keep, shadow wall and black amethyst falls. Towards the east, Fort Amaranth and all sea to the north. They continued towards Darjeeling Keep whence it forth. Father Abe led the way with Alarock glowing, emitting a light cone for them to see where they were going. They soon reached a many stone circle in a glade. In the blooming deep of Zukrin-Thuul-Ji they were where they stayed to rest for a while. Could hear a river nearby, flowing wild water, but would rather not try to find it. They still had plenty left in their skins, and plenty nuance and shins to the stock went back in a town. They sat down within the circle of stones, where purple eyes showed from a big crystal grown up in the middle of the stone circle, the bones of Abalon. Turtle folk lay resting up against it, moss overgrown. Suddenly, three armor-clad slender men with padded grey skin, haggardly thin, stepped within the ancient many a stone ring, sternly looking at Abalon's five with ebony eyes. Greetings and salutations, I am Velared Rhine. We've been sent by Elder Rhine of the Severed Shrine to find you on behalf of the Elder King's tribe. Slip Nazareth of Elnezzareen, second in command. Velared Rhine wants to know why you have left her up high under the skies, come below them to the deep realms beneath. What are you driven by? Greed? What is it you see here in the deep? Beneath the heavens reach, release, speak with haste, and consider the brief for his grace. Velared Rhine, or are you traveling through Elnezzareen? You are your team, are you hired by the Eldritch High Queen of the Dark Elves of Kelashar Steve, Salas-Salavin, the Mistress of Nightmares, menacing dreams, servant of Slav, Lady of Themes, shades, specters and beasts of the Dark Deep, of Dark Elves of the Metropolitan, of Eldritch Khan, of Dark Secrets, mysteries, slavery, trap streams, path takings, and pain, hatred, and greed. Are we in Elnezzareen already? Thought this was Ebon. Gods never rot, realm of the Levant, the Shadron Archmage, exiled from Elnezzareen. I am Abalon, Mark, Malagoth, and this here is my team. On an expedition to the town of Darjeeling Keep, with the purpose of doing some trading, some diplomacy. I see, answered the Elnezzareen. Velared Rhine and slowly leading towards Abalon, close inspecting his face. I will bring these news of your mission to his venerable grace, Elder Velared Rhine of Severed Shrine, and you may walk in peace at least from the Elder King's tribe. Alright, thank you, Velared Rhine of the Elder King's tribe. We will try not to cause any disturbances while we're in the deep. Pass our greetings to all Velared Rhine, Elder of Severed Shrine. May you have pleasurable times. Velared Rhine and his men bowed before disappearing from the clearing. I that was might have been a hearing, said old Abalon and smiled at the heroes. At least they didn't boo us like in the cavern of Darrows. Aegis replied in fire-eyed, Cerelia frowned, said I missed the skies above and I could hope to sleep blonde. The song laughed and said to me that would do me quite well, right about now here in this strange jungle hell. Oh well, said Cerelia, should have thought of that back in the rooms above before we set out on our quest. On the path to Rassilon's Deep, I hope the S'Reeth Windspear Grimfear, the man that we seek, is worth all the trouble we're going through to find him. Marrowed metal bone, the gleaming great man made of iron, eyes of sapphire, and a heart made of diamond, chimed and sang. All this traveling's tired, I hope it's soon in Darjeeling Keep and he'll be easy enough finding the man we're looking for, S'Reeth of the Deep, so we can get the hell up out of here and back in the bleak light of barren with above with visible scars, far away from Dark Elves, Darrow, and dead slept tribes of Eldritch rights, or whatever the hell Elnezzareen might be defined as. In a way, what's the meaning? They're choosing by themselves to dwell down here in the deep, leave behind the surface realms, turn into pale creeps. They were banished by Darjeeling for offending him deeply. Said it was unbelievable and silly for them to be the deal. Death threatened doom, soon they learn how it feels. About people who will take seriously their will. Were struck by plague, curses, outs, locusts that aim. Their crops and unto that rose from their earth's old graves. Before Darjeeling appeared a giant human-like duck. Born for Thal and said, if I ever be fucked, I'll go down and save Jera. Build a world down there, learn to show me respect and fear. That's quite a story. Harold Metzborn responded, then for a while old five settled wide and pondered on how and why the hells of black metal duck had become the lord of death and dread and doom they all struck. None could really find an answer satisfying and reasonable. Duck as a deity, how was that even feasible?